안녕하세요. 저는 조수입니다. 감사합니다. All right, we're back. And one of the things that I caught over New Year's was the SMTown, that live show, you know, that had all the different stages on it. Man, that was really good. That was, that was incredible. That was like such a magnificent showcase of all these different groups and songs and styles. I mean, you just, you'd get like collaborations and crossovers, and it just didn't, like one stage would be one thing and the next stage would be something just as good but completely different stylistically, genre wise, group wise. It was quite a good show. It really made me want to see like go and see a live group, you know what I mean? Just to go and experience it. Any group, it doesn't even matter. It just makes me want to go to a concert, specifically a K-pop type of concert, because I know it would be an awesome time. One of the acts that I saw, and I had to stop, like I was enjoying it so much, and then I said, wait a minute. It's kind of spoiling some things, because it's kind of like there's some things I want to react to. It was SM, so there's definitely some groups and songs on the list, and they were coming up, man. They were coming up, and I said, oh man, I better maybe take a break, and just not see everything, you know what I mean, and just not like hear everything right away. But some things are just too good, right? Like some things are just too good. And I caught this performance by Minho for the song Chase, and man, this is one of the best songs that I've ever heard, man. And I've jammed out to this a couple of times already. It's already on the list, like I already have it downloaded and stuff. But I wanted to check out the video anyway, and go ahead and just we'll give it the same treatment, the same approach as always, because this is just too good, man. This was like, I was like, holy cow. And of course I realize now that Minho is from SHINee, right? The group SHINee. I've read about the group. I'm definitely gonna check out some stuff from them. But I think this is I was just so impressed by the performance, and I really enjoyed the song. So I wanted to check out the video and see what this is like. So
며칠째 긴 악몽에서 깨 가빠져버린 호흡에 숨을 고르네 깊게 자꾸만 반복돼 흐린 안개 속 멀리 달아나는 네 모습 Chase you 빛나던 너와 나의 이름이 향기를 잃은 자리에 난 그저 멍하니 네가 날 부르던 목소리 다 잊은 것처럼 왜 희미해져 너늘 때문에 또 끝을 모른단 듯이 I keep running 등을 돌린 채 멀리 Just keep running 여기서 난 멈춰 널 지우다가도 새어나온 기억에 보란듯이 내몰리네 yeah. Don't hold me now 당연하던 그 눈빛과 내게 남겨둔 희망 돌아서는 날 막아 우리의 모든 장면들이 어질러진 자리에 난 그저 멍하니 수많은 너와 내 기억이 매일 밤 날 쫓아와 아프게 running round running 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 round 난 등을 돌린 채 멀리 just keep running 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 round running 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 round so please don't chase me 놓아줘 나를 멈추고 싶어 놓아줘 나를 애써 외면해봐도 밤은 찾아와지 독이 내게 내 반복된 꿈속 나만 여전히 제자리 I can't leave 눈을 뜨면 또 꿈 끝을 모른단 듯이 I keep running 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 round running 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 round 더 좁히지 못해 멀리 just keep running 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 round running 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 round 모두 뒤로 한 채 넌 자꾸 달아나죠 멀리 너를 사랑한 이윤 멀리 흩어져 아득히
Ooh. Oh. It's such a smooth song, man. Like it's really, really just like smooth R&B jam, dude. And wow, what a concept. I've heard this song, but I haven't seen the lyrics translated, and I didn't know what the concept was behind this song. Wow, that really just gives it like a whole different meaning or whatever. I mean, it's not like I get it. It's such a smooth song though, you know. I knew obviously it has something to do with love, obviously it has something to do with a relationship and stuff, but I didn't expect it to be that. Wow, it's a lot deeper than you know, than I imagined it would be. But it's really, really just so smooth, dude. It's like a minimal type of mix. It has a great bass sound. That piano is pretty much driving the progression. And there's some other little accents in there. I listen to what I have downloaded, right, sometimes in the headphones, and there's a little bit of a different feel to this, but overall it's still the same mix. There's some very cool little rhythmic shifts that happen in the piano arpeggios that are going on, and Minho's lyric is it has really cool rhythms as well, really good syncopations in it, really good transitions between melody and much more, like it's when you come around to the chorus parts, you know, it's much more legato, much more connected together, and in the verse, you know, it's more syncopated, it's more detached, you know, there's these little concise phrases. And now that I see the concept behind it, it totally makes a different kind of sense. You know, it's like trying to say something without really knowing how, trying to piece things together. That's why it's these short phrases, you know. It's like, okay, here's one thing, here's another thing, and here's another thing, but it comes across so well in the types of rhythms that are being used. And then, you know, the concept that gets sort of all tied up together whenever the chorus part comes around, and it does get much more legato and connected, and it's like, you know, definitely that thing about running, you know, and trying to get away from something that's painful. And it's like, that's the only thing I know for certain, right? I'm trying to put the rest of it together, but the one thing I know for certain, man. But it's really, really good. Like, this is really good. It definitely has me wanting to get into the SHINee music as well, which, you know, people have recommended already several times. So it was just a thing about catching that SMTown live performance and then catching the song and, oh man, okay, what's this? You know, I need to see what this is. But this is, it's just, you know, one of those SM quality type of hits. But let's see if we can't put a count to this and pick out some specific things. Very cinematic intro sequence here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 again and 2 and a 3 and a 4 again and 1 again and 2 and a 3 and a 4 again. So you have, like, you know, it does build up all of your rhythms there with the different subdivisions, right? The piano part likes to stick to that 8th note subdivision for the most part. But there are little rolls that happen where you get, like, if it's 1 and 2 and ding dun 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 ding dun dun dun, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 lolly 3 and 4, and it plays around with the different rhythms, and, you know, even throws in like a triplet in there on some of the measures, and then you have the percussion that's also emphasizing your 8th note subdivisions as well. You can hear the kick. It feels like a double stop, you know, 1 and boom boom ta ta, ta boom boom ta. It's such a laid back rhythm too. It's actually, the feel of the song is so smooth, and it's one of these songs that's like, it does have a laid back feel to it, but it's a little bit more upbeat than you would think. Like, once you really start trying to count it, and if you were to attempt to play some of this or perform the lyric or something, then you realize, like, oh, this is actually kind of moving. You know what I mean? It's just that there's a lot of space within the mix, and it's just so smooth. It's just like, it's so incredibly smooth. But it's really, really good. There's a sick bass in this, man. Like, it's so heavy, which makes sense now. Now that it's like, with this bass, it's a great bass line, but it's such a heavy bass. You could play this bass line too. This is very smooth. That I could easily see, you know, somebody actually playing this on an electric bass or something, you know. Maybe a little bit of distortion. I want to say it's synth in this mix, though. I don't think it's necessarily played, but it's a incredibly it has such presence, and the bass usually, like, is going to carry your progression. The root pitch is always going to be present in the lowest voice. You might have things inverted, so it might not necessarily be the root, but if it is, there's a reason for it. It's just the way the bass has to move. But everything is so detached, except for that piano sound, man. Except for the arpeggios going on in the piano. That's a through line that goes all the way through the. It's like it's the memory. It's that thing that he's like, that's constantly there, that's constantly present, right? That's the thing that he's running from, is actually what's going on in the piano part. Snaps. interesting because they seem to come in on the, you get an accent on the 3 in this, you know, it's 1 2 snap 4, 1 2 snap 4, or what he's doing 1 1 and 2 and snap and 4 and, that's what it feels like to me. So we have some vocals that are going on that are like it's just following the chords, but you could hear it coming, ooh ooh ooh. That is like, it's creating this thing that fills in all that space without being too big. It's a very fine balance actually in this mix that pulls everything together. And what the hat's doing, right, you get these quick little rhythms that kind of burst, these little fills that are going on in that synth hat that's playing. And wow, everything just ties together so perfectly in this chorus part. It's really good, man. This is really good. The piano part is still there. His lyric rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 4, 1 and 2 and 3 4, right? It's so good, dude. It's so, you can see there's so much. Sometimes it's just, you know, on the 8th, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 4, 1 and 2 and 3 4. Like, it's just, there's so much going on, and it's such a great contrast. It's such a smart way. It's economic, like you know, like a blues song or something. But it's just so effective, man. It's so good. It's really good, dude. Don't hold me now. 당연하던 그 눈빛과 내게 남겨둔 희망. 돌아서는 날 막아. 우리의 모든 장면들이 퍼질러진 자리에 난 그저 멍하니. Pre-chorusy part, right? There's a lot more legato stuff going on here. It's not da 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 da. It's da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Like, there's much more sustain to each note that's being sung, and they're connected to each other. It's yeah, it's such a great contrast. It's so smooth. Everything is, it's just, it feels like it's just effortless, right? But there's a lot of things that are going on, and it's just such a smooth song, dude. Every single part of it, every single part of the mix, man, it just has a totally different feel now. To understand the concept behind the song, we'll listen purely to just the sound, and it was like, wow, I really enjoy this. But man, it has a really different feel now for sure. Running round, running round. 등을 돌린 채 멀리. Just keep running round, running round. So please don't chase me. 놓아줘 나를 멈추고 싶어. Nice color change in the lyric now, right? We're getting this much more falsetto type of voicing. You have the bass carrying on, and still that piano sound, man. I'm telling you, that piano, with that, the motif that is represented by the piano part in this song is that memory. You know, it's her. That piano melody is her. It's her voice. It's her, you know, style. It's her sweetness. It's a little bit sad too, right? It's a little bit sad. That piano part is her, because it's the only thing that never stops in the song. It never stops. You have the bass voice that's going on, that's kind of like shifting reality. It's very heavy. You have the percussion that's going on, which is just time. It's just a reminder of, like, you know, because sometimes, you know, things happen, and every so often, you know, something will remind you that, like, time is ticking. His lyric part is him trying to put everything together. He tries over and over and over again to put things together and to make it make sense somehow. But that piano part, this very simple, sweet, kind of sad motif that's going on in the piano arpeggios, that is her.
외면해봐도 밤은 찾아와지 독이 내게 눈에 반복된 꿈속 나만 여전히 제자리 I can't leave 눈을 뜨면 또 꿈 끝을 모른단 듯이 I keep running 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 run running 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 run 좁히지 못해 멀리 Just keep running 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 run running 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 run 모두 뒤로 한 채 넌 자꾸 달아나죠 멀리 너를 사랑하니 영 멀리 흩어져 특히
Good, man. This is a very, just a completely masterful type of work, right? This is a masterpiece right here of a solo song and performance. Really just the concept is, like, much deeper than, like I said, I initially intuited it to be. But it's so good, man. It's so good. It's really brilliant, man. It's really brilliant. You have this piano motive that represents, you know, her, everything about her, and then you have all these different parts and different voicings from the bass, the percussion, the lyric. You know, they're a little bit broken up, and they just represent these different aspects of trying to deal with that, you know, trying to find something that is past this ever-present sort of idea or memory or feeling, or really all of those things tied up together. You know, they make this thing that just sticks, you know, and it's always there, and it's just another one of these super smart, like, big brain SM type of songs, compositions. You know what I mean? Like, composition wise, this is so smart, dude. So smart. The R&B styling, everything about it is just so smooth, man. It's a lot deeper, like I said, than I had originally intuited, but it's definitely just such a good song, man. This is really good. I don't know, but the performance that I saw of it on the SMTown live, that was, like, really good too, man. Like, it just, I don't know, sometimes it really blows me away, because these songs seem to have a lot of emotion at times, but they still have choreography, and they still, like, you know, I don't know. It's just a trip, man. It's just on another level to be able to have the dance aspect, and then the lyric aspect, and then the actual concept of the song. It's just really big. It's really, really big. And it doesn't seem that way, man. You know, it's just one of those that it has a certain feel to it. But once you get down to it, and once you start to look at these things, you realize everything that's going on. Man, it's really good. It's just really, really good, man. I enjoy this, and I listen to it a lot now. So definitely gonna check out more Minho and SHINee as well. This is brilliant. This is one of my favorite songs now. So just this shot like straight up there. There's no thinking about it. There's not, it's not even a thing. This is just was instantly like, oh, that's one of my favorite songs of all time. There it is, you know, as soon as I heard it. And this is just really, really good, man. So look forward to that. Look forward to more SHINee and getting into them now. It's going to be another group. So that's going to be a good time. But this was Minho by Chase. I'm going to see if we can't get away with maybe reacting to something from the SMTown live thing. Otherwise, I might have to just do an album version of just the audio. The live stuff is always tricky. If anything's going to get copyright blocked, it's probably going to be the live stuff. I tried to do a reaction to a variety show, Knowing Brothers. I don't think it's going to work, man. I don't think it's going to work because it got copyright. I mean, immediately. It's like, nope, nobody can see this. So, I don't know. Maybe we can find something. But I want to try because there was definitely like, there's another song in that thing. I just, like, there were two songs that was like, oh, well, these are now two of my favorite songs, like, of all time ever. So I want to try to do that one. If not, I'll have to do the album version. You know what I mean? Just the recording. But in any case, it was a really, really awesome thing to catch, and it totally introduced me to some new sounds. It was fortunate because a lot of the things I saw we had already done. It was, you know, around the holiday, it was around the season stuff. So I got to see some of those groups, NCT Dream and Super Junior, and they were doing things that we had just finished doing, you know what I mean? Like we just saw Celebrate and Candy and some of the other things. So that was pretty cool. But anyways, this was Minho with Chase. Like I said, man, this is so good and it's so smart, and it was instantly just like one of my favorites of all time. So let's get into more of this.